Good morning. Welcome to Christy's Creative Crew. This is my craft room, and this is also my very first video that I am doing today. What I wanted to show you today was just a couple tips. So I'm not sure if other people have come up with these tips, but today it was fresh for me and I wanted to share it with you. So number one reason that I don't generally do videos is because I copy everything. There are so many amazing demonstrators out there that I have a hard time coming up with fresh new ideas. Now this card I cased from Bronwyn, and let's see, hers is a little bit different. I changed mine up ever so slightly, not much. So what I wanted to do is to show you this tip right here. See that banner? And it is stitched. Now, do you often wish that Stampin' Up! Had a die or a punch for absolutely everything? Well, that's just not going to happen because that just isn't what we need, I guess. We need to use our creativity. Well, I wanted to do a banner. I'm not exactly sure how Bronwyn did hers because hers was a little bit different than mine. So what I did is I pulled out my rectangle stitched framelits, and we're going to make the label with that. So here is this is the piece that I used right there. See, the smallest one right here. So what I did then is I cut out one banner using my Whisper White, and then I just took it over to my Big Shot, and when I lay this down at an angle like that and run it through again, it gives me the banner with stitching. So I love that. So now the second tip you might see is what in the heck is this? So this is a self-healing mat found in the sewing department. I think I bought mine at Joann's, but I think you probably could get any fabric store, even online probably. This is how it comes. So you can see that mine is very well loved and very well used. It came in a 12 by 12 sheet, and then my hubby cut it down for me using a very strong X-Acto knife. And what it does, the reason I'm starting to use this, I saw this tip on the demonstrator planning place, and I'm sorry, but I can't remember who had the original idea, but it saves on the life of my clear plates. So this replaces the bottom plate and saves my on the life of my clear plates, especially since we can't purchase them anymore, and because I want to save what I can get until we get our new cutting system. This card uses two wonderful stamp sets, Free as a Bird and the Itty Bitty Greetings. So on the inside is what I did here, and I used our stitched nested dies. Now these are the two sizes I used right here. I used number 5 and number 6. So I usually count from the smallest. So it goes 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. And then I have not used that one yet. So I want to. So I'm going to call this card a labor of love. As you can see, I have everything in a basket here ready for the ladies to create their cards with. So see all these wonderful little birds? Stampin' Up! Did not produce a die for us to cut those all out. So what I did ahead of time is I stamped them out onto our thick Whisper White, and then I sat down one evening and I just cut them out. Now I'm just gonna say, I do not mind fussy cutting at all. And what it took me less time to cut out 10 of those than a Hallmark movie. And when I'm sitting around, I like to keep myself busy. I don't like to have my hands idle. And so I did that for them. And that's why I call it a labor of love. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh yeah, labor of love, but you don't get your money's worth. Well, no, I don't make a ton of money doing this, but I am doing what I love. And what I do love is I love the people and that come to my classes. And I considered, you know, everybody's suggestion about going and having an only online business. And I'm just saying it's not me. It's not personal enough for me. And I want to be able to share what I love face to face. So also ahead of time, what I did for them is I created these brick walls for them. And I used our mask. Oh, let's see, where did I put my mask? I'm not sure. I probably put it away. I used our shimmer white embossing paste. And I put a drop of Smoky Slate refill ink in there. And I was able to get these all done. Now, one reason why I did it ahead of time, number one, saves time. Number two, my embossing paste was getting really, really thick, and I wanted to get it all used up. So I just did it ahead, and then that saves on the drying time also in a class, even though this stuff really does dry quickly. And you can see each one is a little bit different. I like some better than others, but a brick wall is a brick wall, right? So this also features the terracotta tile cardstock. And then what I did is I added this extra little piece here that measures 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, and see this flower here? Actually, let me call it leaf and flower. Here it is, right up here. Snip that off and place it down here. Okay, you see the difference? There you go. Now, these two here, those come from those two stamp sets, right? Those two stamps in the Free as a Bird stamp set. Okay, so if you love this Free as a Bird stamp set, you can buy it as a bundle. I love these birds, and I love the designer paper that comes with it. The Free as a Bird is bundled with the Stitch Nested Labels dies. Now, you can see that nothing in this stamp set is cut out with these, but they are such an amazing, amazing labels. I love them to death. So you can buy those as a bundle and save 10%. I probably use these and these, the stitched rectangles, the most of anything I have. So ladies, I hope this was helpful for you. Let me just tell you what I used here. I used the Calypso Coral Light and Dark blends to color in my bird. I even kept the beak plain white. I didn't bother with that. I used the light crumb cake around the edge, so I did that first, and then when I came in, I just blended over a little bit of the crumb cake to blend that in, so it's not so stark or so light. Let's see, the branch here was the dark crumb cake, and the flowers were in the 2 shades of Daffodil Delight, and the leaves were the 2 shades of Mossy Meadow. This one here, I only did the light. So I love how it turned out. I thank you, Bronwyn, for sharing that. And again, the inside. Labor of love, ladies, labor of love. Love your ladies who come to do classes with you. You will be rewarded. Thank you.